It's been a long week, right? Are you ready to wind down? Why not? It's time for the Wine Time Fridays podcast with Shelley and Phil. Neither are sommeliers, but both have a deep passion for life, each other, and of course, delicious wine. And now, here to talk about this week over a glass of wine is Shelley and Phil. It's wine time.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Wine Time Fridays with Shelley and Phil on this Friday, July 14th, 2023, episode 169. Shelley, let's get into it. It's Friday. We want to get enjoying our evening after the episode.
We do.
Happy Friday. It's
Friday.
wine time. Okay, so sometimes I get this little hair up my behind and I'm like, it might be fun.
That's disgusting.
Okay. Sometimes I get a hair. Sometimes I get
An idea.
an idea that it's probably not one of Shelley's favorite. But we're going to do a blind tasting. I've kind of superficially titled this episode, Summer Value Wines, Are They Worth the Savings? Okay? And I have picked out 4 wines. Shelley knows where they're coming from, which is Grocery Outlet. We haven't done that for a while, and so we are doing that. A car just drove by our house. So, Shelley, can you pass me your little wine glass? This is the one white wine glass, and so I need to try to open this without her seeing. Ooh,
It's a screw cap.
go figure. Would it surprise you if I...
You said these were from Grocery Outlet, right?
Yep.
So these could be terrible wines or they could be fairly decent. So
Which is why I wanted to do it. So Shelley, you asked me my strategy in a sense.
did I?
Well, you're like, did you buy these on any recommendations? And I said
from
no.
them?
And I said no, but I did look at the suggested retail, which doesn't mean anything. I also looked at Vivino average price. And so we did this a while back, but this is how I landed on these 4. This one I may have landed on because of the name.
Rosé.
To health, wealth, and abundance, gratitude, romance, and
Peace on it. We almost broke the glass that time.
it smells really good.
It doesn't smell bad, but yeah, it doesn't smell bad.
All right, let's give it a whirl.
Not too bad.
Do you remember,
It's slightly acidic.
I think it was 2 summers ago, we ran across a Sense Rosé for $4 a bottle, okay, at Grocery Outlet. It was so good, I think we ended up buying 2 cases at when you add it all up.
Well, the reason we bought it is it was low alcohol. It was Weight Watchers approved.
And it was good.
And it was good, yeah.
It was a $17, $18. I just saw Sense the other day in the store for $17. This is not Sense. So let's start by giving
This
this
was a higher alcohol.
our Wine Time Fridays rating on this. Do you need a reminder?
It's pleasant.
Really? I think it's a little better than pleasant.
Okay, what comes above pleasant?
Don't mind me. I've got it right here. There we go. I'd say this is pretty damn good. That's what I'm going with.
Yep,
It's right in the
it's
pretty
right in
much
the
in the
middle.
middle. Yeah.
A pleasant and pretty damn good. It's a bit acidic. It certainly is not sweet, so it's a nice dry rosé. What's the price point?
All right. So this
What is it?
average.
I know this brand.
You do, yeah. The average price on this one. I'm trying to refresh my Evernote doesn't refresh anymore. It's kind of making me angry. The suggested retail for this is $14. This is a 2021 La Playa Dry Rosé that I picked up for $4.99 at Grocery Outlet.
Good job.
And I don't know what this is a rosé of. Oh, here we go. 60% Grenache, 40% Syrah. All right.
Do you ever wonder why they're there, though?
I do. I think they're
Do we know it?
there for a number of reasons. One is a distributor may have an overabundance of this and they need to get in for the next vintage, although this is 2021. That seems, yeah. So there's that. I don't know. And some may be ready to go over the hill. I don't think that would be this.
This is 12.5% alcohol, so
Yay.
not bad. I would recommend this one.
1 for 1. It's exciting.
La Playa.
La Playa, yeah. So why we know this is that
La Playa Carmenere, you like.
Carmenere is very good. Now, I don't think we've touched on this, but Mark Cook is no longer at Fred Meyer.
No, and people are upset.
They are upset. People in the store and customers, and I don't think we're upset per se because he should go
We
where
will be as soon as we need something.
Yeah, so
I'm happy for him.
the Fred Meyer model is still 10% above cost, but they don't have a wine buyer right now. So
No.
it's kind of like,
They don't really have somebody who knows what to buy.
no, not at all. I'm going to do another, we're going to go to a white right now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This one we actually have to. Can you talk about some of the things on our notes while I open this?
Well, let's talk about Wine Down Fridays
Wow.
at CDA Fresh, 4 to 5:30. What happens during that time? Wine Down Fridays. Buy a glass of wine and get the second for you or your guest, and you'll get it free. Nice.
Good timing.
And this is on Coeur d'Alene Avenue, downtown, across from the parking,
Then you, yeah,
if you happen to be in Coeur
I
d'Alene.
don't know if we can say the new one anymore. So this one, I don't think, yeah, it's a problem. Well.
No dump bucket. We're gonna get a dump bucket. Personalized dump bucket.
I've got this. So Shelley actually said we need to get a nice ceramic dump bucket. I can go a little bit more.
No?
Okay,
Oh,
no,
okay, so
yeah.
What if I hate it?
Well, that will be interesting. Okay, so wine number 2, and then we're going to take a break, but wine number 2 obviously is white. I have a slight edge only because I kind of know some things, but not a whole lot.
This one doesn't have much on the nose,
It did come out of a pretty cold fridge,
but it doesn't have any funky smells. So
which is good. By the way, a lot of wines that come from Grocery Outlet have this real consistent smell that isn't pleasant. It's not pleasant.
Problematic.
Problematic. Hashtag cheersing.
All right.
Yep, there's not a lot there. I would go flabby and hollow.
Hollow,
Yep.
slightly sweet, but not bad. It doesn't taste horrible. And so I think if you have some friends, you're doing a barbecue and you have some friends who like a sweeter wine, this might be a good
It's a
option.
Yeah, it's a little bit. I just wonder why we're not getting more out of this.
Maybe we'll let it sit here. See what
Yeah,
happens. So
we can.
it's pretty ordinary. It's pleasant, actually. So
Actually, it is pleasant. This is
Is
a
it a Chardonnay?
it is a
And
Chardonnay.
it's stainless.
You know, one would think it is. Yeah,
I
this
don't
is
get
a
any oak on it.
typically a $16 Chardonnay, though they say that it's a 2021 Roblar Chardonnay, $6.99 at grocery outlet.
$6.99 you said?
Yeah, I put $7 down, but California, we're looking at a alcohol content of Can you read that? It's right there.
Yes, I know.
So small.
I can't read it without glasses, sorry.
I couldn't read it with glasses.
13.5.
13.5, not bad these days. 13.5 is not bad. You got any?
Sonoma.
And any, does it say stainless? It seems like it's stainless.
It must be stainless because they're not mentioning anything about butter. They're saying apple, peach, lemon, white peach, pineapple, yeah.
Yep.
So it's a pleasant wine
Yep, not bad at all.
for $6.99.
$7. And by the way, they
Probably better than, your $7.99 Clos de Bois, which are a little too much. Oh,
yeah.
that would be a nice one.
I mean, we're talking $7. It's pretty good. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna start getting into some reds. We have 2 reds to taste through, and we got some news and kind of catching up. This is our first non-guest episode in 6 weeks. And we kind of got some exciting things coming up. So we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Wine Time Fridays with only Shelley and Phil. No guests.
Oh, yeah.
It is the 14th of July. Shelley, you've had some parades in the last couple of weeks. We've had some nice weather. The summer seems to kicking in. It's kind of nice.
Lots of cherries and berries around.
Yeah,
In the
no
garden.
fooling.
We're very surprised.
It's kind of cool. Wine number 3 from Grocery Outlet. We're doing summer value wines. Are they worth the savings? So,
And I don't think you can call them summer value wines. You can call them wines from Grocery Outlet. So Grocery Outlet is in the West. It's in California for sure. It's in Idaho. Washington.
I think so.
It might be in different states. I should have looked that up.
Well,
But
when I was in
it's I think it's kind of like Trader Joe's used to be with their wine, maybe, but I think they used to buy lots and then bottle some. But
when I was in California, there was a Grocery Outlet on either side of where I was staying. So that's not bad.
2.
Yeah, within 8 minutes, 10 minutes.
One
probably
in Palm
10.
Springs and
No, one in 29 Palms. I was in Joshua Tree, so one in 29 Palms, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. And then one in Yucca Valley,
that's fine.
which is about the same. So, all right, here we go. We talked a little bit with Ethan last week on his process of looking at wine and all of that fun stuff. So I've got a screen that's white in front of me. You have white paper.
Mm-hmm.
What are you getting from the color on this?
It's lighter, like a Pinot Noirish
Here's
kind of thing.
Here's the thing. This smells actually pretty good.
It doesn't smell bad.
Okay.
It's very clear.
Yeah. It's nice color. You're calling it Pinot?
I'm saying it's Pinot-ish.
Pinot-ish. Well, hashtag cheersing.
Cheers. And a lot of tannins.
Yep. A lot of tannins.
I'm getting root beer on this for some reason.
Well, that's a great segue, Shelley. So, coming up, August 5th is the Brewery Olympics and Root Beer Olympics
I didn't do that on purpose.
at Outpost Brewery with our Rotary Club. And it's running from 3 to 6. It's
If you're in town,
yeah.
I am.
Seriously, it's a lot of fun. Every game is designed to play with holding a drink in your hand. And the kids did so well last year that we decided that we would...
category.
Yeah, they get their own category. We're at $25 a ticket now, today. But come August 1st, no, it's going up to 30. And then the kids, I believe, are 15, that will go up to 20. So look in the show notes. You will see a link to the Eventbrite. And honestly, we would love to see you there. It's a lot of fun. It's 3 hours of fun. We have music, we have games, we have
root beer floats.
Root beer floats.
Potato bar.
I know, so good. Okay, we did that based off an accident that you said you're getting root beer in this wine. What do you think? What do you think this is?
Gosh, it's either like a Pinot Noir or some Gamay, maybe. I'm guessing. But I don't get the brownish on the edges for the Pinot.
You know,
And it's not bad.
it's not easy to try to guess a wine on a blind taste.
Well,
I suck at
if you're
it.
Ethan, you can do it.
Yeah.
If you're a sommelier, you now know what to look for.
Right. I think this is okay. I think this is between problematic and pleasant. I'd say this is actually right at pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
Me.
I think it could age a little bit. Not very long, maybe in there. Or maybe it can just sit in a glass for a while and probably age.
Okay, you ready to unveil?
Yep, again.
All right. This is a $20 suggested retail. 2020 Ēquoia Pinot Noir.
Ooh,
Good job, Shelley. She's very excited right now.
Sequoia.
Ēquoia. Yep. Monterey County. Doesn't have a whole lot on it. 13.9 or 13.5 alcohol by volume.
So that's a big for a...
It is
And not anymore, I guess.
estate vineyards, sustainably farmed, Shelley.
Nice.
We like that.
So if you have somebody who likes Pinot Noir, they might like this, or they might say it's way too sweet.
Yeah. Are you getting sweet out of this?
A little bit.
Interesting. I just think it's got a little bit of smokiness, a little dirtiness. It kind of, it's
Was it in
not.
the fires? It wouldn't
2020 might have been. 2020 is one of those years that everyone's wanting to forget.
Yeah.
Huh,
Oh,
interesting.
and how much was this?
Normally $26 at grocery outlet, $5.99.
Every time I write, we hear it in the microphone.
Yep.
Sorry.
It is what it is. Our last wine, and then we're going to take one last break, and then we're going to talk more
So
about.
far, I've gotten 3 out of 3. It was really hard to get that rosé.
The rosé was tough. The rosé you need to be commended on. Okay, so no looking. So this one. So Shelley's having me finish her wine again, and this is when I really wish we had a dump bucket because I'm not sure I want, but I will.
So that says a lot. I'm not sure I want this.
It's actually not bad. It's just a little bigger than most Pinots. Even those California Pinots that have got a little bit more weight going, they've got a lot more balance. Okay, she's trying to sneak a peek.
I'm not. I'm wondering where all the noise is coming from. I think
It's
it's
the
the tortoises
Yeah.
moving around.
You know, years from now, we'll be able to look back on these, listen back on these episodes. Like, there's the kissy, there's the tortoises, there's our neighbor mowing the lawn.
We don't record outside anymore.
Actually,
Probably could still hear it through the window.
okay. This one I'm actually really curious about.
Again, it's not terrible.
Nope, on the nose. Okay. A lot of dead air as we're smelling.
Yep.
Hashtag cheersing. We have to. It's the law.
It's tradition now.
It's That's a monk reference. It's tradition now.
Sarah Silverman said that.
Mm-hmm.
This is not bad either. Amazing. This has some tannins. Could lie down well.
Okay, so this, you're 3 for 3. This one might throw you a bit of a loop. I'm going to tell you it's not.
I'm going to guess it's not a red blend.
Well, I mean, it's not on the label as a red blend. We don't,
Okay.
yeah, it's got an actual grape varietal.
And it tastes kind of like that Malbec we had.
From, we can't talk about it? One that's coming up in a month?
Yeah, that's the one. What is it?
I feel like I have to tell you this. This is typically a $42 bottle of wine
Wow.
that I purchased for $7, so $6.99 at the grocery outlet. It's a 2014 Shelley Clos d'Argentine Malbec.
Yeah, really. Is it really?
Yeah,
Wow.
look, check it out.
Wow.
I got so
A reserve-
excited I distorted my voice.
A reserve Malbec. No, it is good. For the price,
13% alcohol.
I would get more of this too.
Interesting, yeah. So, grocery outlet will buy wines that have been produced out of bulk juice.
And rename them?
No, grocery outlet doesn't rename them, but there are labels that they'll get slapped on some of them, not all of them. Clearly, La Playa is an actual winery. Mm-hmm. I think I looked at this. Roblar is a bottle by Roblar, so that's a good sign. This Ēquoia is produced and bottled by Granite Coast Vineyards, so this one would be a little suspicious. And we've got this Clos d'Argentine Reserva bottled by I
It's
think
reserve,
so.
though.
It does say reserve. Blackberry and cassis flavors are rich, tasty, and chocolatey, while the finish on this full-bodied
That's
ripe
spicy.
Malbec is lengthy and complex. I wouldn't say it's complex. I would say it's pleasant.
Well, you're judging it against a really good Malbec that we can't talk about yet.
No, but you will hear about it. That's okay. We can talk about that. We've actually already done some recordings for August that we're excited about. But
It's a little off at the very end.
short finish.
No, it's long. Long finish, kind of off, but not bad.
No,
It's like Malbec.
So I feel like we're both 4 for 4 tonight.
Because you picked them and I guessed.
Well, you guessed correctly, so that's actually the more difficult.
That's amazing.
I picked 4 that I thought had a shot at being okay, and they were. And the price point are pretty good. So I would have spent $91 on these 4 bottles of wine. Okay.
And instead,
I spent $26.46.
that's good.
For a
This is
saving.
really the first time we've gotten wines that we haven't sent 2 back. We didn't take them back, but we're like, don't get that again.
Yeah, and that happens. I saved $64.52. Are we saying you should buy all your wines at grocery outlet? Probably not. We would like you to buy wines at, Coeur d'Alene Fresh and Bottle Joy and Culinary Stone and Studio
Close that we
107.
talk about.
Yes, but we don't expect you to buy wines only from our sponsors. That's just silly. We don't buy just wines from our sponsors. We buy them all over the place. So when we come back, we're going to talk about what's coming up in the future, what we've had in the past, and then we do have a wine word of the week. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Wine Time Fridays podcast, episode 169, and we are talking about wines from grocery outlets, a store that may be available in your state or may not be.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not just grocery outlet. There are other value stores.
Around the nation.
I mean, Total Wine.
Yeah, and if you know some of them, let us know.
Oh,
And
absolutely, absolutely. We're non-judgmental. We'll try anything.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right. The wine word of the week
Yeah,
is dusty.
it's not just the wine word of the week.
It's the Seven Cellars wine word of the week, and it's a dusty.
Yeah, John Elway's dusty.
Is he though?
I don't know. It just sounded right to say. Yeah, dusty. Dusty is a really interesting word. It can have a few different meanings and can be used in a positive or negative way.
As in, this Malbec is a bit dusty.
A little bit, yep. It can refer to a wine that has been aged for a long time. This is 2014, so it's 9 years old. South America, would that be considered 10 years old then?
Because it came from South America?
Well, on the other side of the equator, right?
Yeah, they're not a year ahead of us.
No, but they're a half a season. Yeah, like New Zealand and Australia, they can actually pick their grapes, like this year, 2023, and have them. That would be their summer is in our spring, so they'll have them 2023 in our fall. Yeah, yes.
Their summer is in our winter.
Well, I said summer and spring, but
I digress.
I digress. Anyway, where was I? It can refer to a wine that has been aged for a long time, has developed a complex flavor profile. Can also refer to a wine that has been stored improperly and has lost some of its freshness. You asked why these wines might have made it to grocery outlet. Maybe that's some of that too. They're just grocery outlet buys these on the cheap, and they sell them on the cheap. Mm-hmm. Everyone kind of wins because
And
they're
then
not getting nothing
Well,
from
not
it.
often. I think maybe 4 times a year they have wine tastings where you can go in.
I think it's 2 times a year.
2 times?
Yeah.
Where you can go in and it's only on one night. You can go in and taste some things that they have.
Yeah,
of
but-
course, if you don't get them that night, they're probably going to be gone.
Yeah, but it's a good idea. I will not.
And you will find different wines in different grocery outlets.
Yep, that's true. There was Silver Oak in a grocery outlet in Kirkland, Washington.
Oh, wow.
You know why it was there?
The label was not good.
The label
right?
was crooked.
Crooked label.
Crooked label. So anyway, that's that. Some wines that we've enjoyed this week, as Shelley enjoys her, goes back to a Chardonnay.
I'm just tasting to see if it opened up a bit. It's just really light, very light.
That's not a bad thing, though.
No,
Especially in the
it's not
summer, it's not a bad thing at all.
Right.
There's a story behind these 19 Crimes Cabernet Sauvignon.
Is it the Rotary story?
Yes. I won the Fill-In Award for our Rotary Club, Shelley.
I know. Who gave it to you?
JB.
A gorilla.
A gorilla. That was actually very cool. And they gave me a sack of potatoes, which we've been going
Idaho,
through.
you know. And
Idaho,
we
you
also
know.
had a president several years ago. Her nickname was Tater. So
Yeah, that's
everyone
where it
gave
is.
her a potato at the last day.
A little shout out to Katie. Yeah, thanks, Taters. 19 Crimes Cabernet Sauvignon was in that little gift thank you thing. The Montoya Chardonnay, which we bought from the Culinary Stone last week. Veer,
Veer
wine project.
Soigné Rosé.
Yes, that was really good too. Idaho wine. The Matt Parrish Reserve Chardonnay. That was a naked wine that was outstanding.
Naked wines have really good wines.
My goodness.
Yep.
You keep going.
Yeah, the hard words again. Anon Ashar Reyes Reserva Cabernet Sauvignon. Josh Sellers Cabernet Sauvignon. Clos de Bois Chardonnay. Why did you put that one in there?
There's a little bit of catch up on some of these things.
Raymond Reserve Sauvignon Merlot. I always like a good Raymond Merlot.
Yeah, those are really good. That was really good.
Jay Bookwalter, protagonist, and a Fidelitas?
Sounds like Fidelitas.
Fidelitas, that's it. Fidelitas, up to white.
which
Edit on
Fidelitas.
which reminds us.
Up to white, which does remind us the winemaker for Fidelitas will be on with us the first Friday of August as we kick off Washington Wine Month, the second Washington Wine Month of 2023. The first one was March. We
missed that.
failed miserably.
So we have a chance to make it up.
Yes, and we are going to. We've got some people lined up. So that Fidelitas up to white, Semillon, Sauvignon Blanc. Am I close?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Semillon.
Yeah. Semillon and Sauvignon. Yeah.
Nice. It was really good. And so we're going to have Charlie Hoppus on August 4th. What to expect? We have a lot to expect. Am I doing it?
Yeah.
Okay. We've got Wine and Cheese Day, July 25th. Shiraz Day, July 27th. Both of those are coming up, and we're going to have that next week. We're going to have both the wine and cheese and Shiraz, and actually we're going to talk about some wine apps. But Washington State Wine Month, we just mentioned in August. International Albarino Day, August 1st. And then they give them the whole week, August 1st through 5th, Albarino week. National White Wine Day is
National White Wine Day.
What did I say?
Wine Day. Sounded like Wine Day.
It probably came out that way. National White Wine Day on the 4th, the same day we will have Charlie Hoppus on. We are going to have Jeff Spurbeck with Seven Cellars this month on as a guest. We're going to have Ashley Brook with Brook and Bull on as a guest, I believe, I'm 95% certain, in August. Shay Frechette with Frechette Wines we're going to have. And we're also going to feature some Kiona wines. We're really going to go into Red Mountain in August.
Yeah, we are.
It's going to be really fun. I'm so excited. Red Mountain has made a statement.
Into a very small area.
Yeah, but they're producing unbelievable wines. Well, they're believable. We've already got we've got everything. We've done everything. We didn't talk about the business zone or Coeur d'Alene Summer Theater.
That's true.
Yeah, so on the actually there's more things.
Let's
July, what?
sound local. Why are we talking about these local things?
Because local isn't bad. July 21st, there is a winemaker's dinner at the Culinary Stone with Brook and Bull on the 21st. They're also going to be doing a tasting at Studio 107 that week also. And we've got Coeur d'Alene Summer Theater that's coming up with doing Footloose. That's
Should be
right.
really good.
And then lastly, we've got the Business Zone, a client of ours. Yeah, a grand opening on the 10th of August.
Thank you for spending part of your day to wind down with Shelley and Phil. Remember, you can listen to any episode of the Wine Time Fridays podcast by visiting winetimefridays.com or wherever you get your podcasts. And join us on our Wine Time Fridays Facebook page, Instagram, or on Twitter, which is @VintageTweets, for daily conversation. Until next week, here's our toast to you. To health, wealth, abundance, gratitude, peace on earth, and of course, romance.